All right, all right, all right. This time we're gonna start with a similar video. It's gonna be a little lighter this time. I mean, even though it's literally Ferrari chase of nationally wanted fugitive, that's kind of still lighter than what we're usually used to. So let's see how this video goes.
Plate reader, the Ferrari
Oh wait,
on August 27th, 2024.
Oh, literally
St.
just
John's
last
and
year.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office in Florida
okay.
were alerted to a stolen Ferrari located
In
via
Florida.
a license plate reader. The Ferrari 488 Spider, worth
Ooh.
around $300,000, was reportedly stolen at gunpoint 3 days earlier by
Damn.
2 teenagers in Cranston, Rhode Island.
2 teenagers?
Interestingly, a post of it.
So it was stolen from here and found around here. Okay, so they drove it around the coast.
And police report from Florida mentions the prior events that unfolded in Cranston Police Department in Rhode Island. They meant to type Cranston, but Florida officials may have misunderstood a Rhode Islander pronouncing Cranston Police Department in their famed accent. The report detailed Islander pronouncing Cranston Police Department.
Do Rhode Islanders talk like that?
In their famed accent.
Hold on. I gotta fact check. Rhode Island accent. Let me hear this shit.
I feel like the way I look and the way I talk don't really match. I feel with these glasses, I look like a software developer.
Software developer? Hold on. Yeah, it feels like a New York accent. Am I crazy?
Oh, this is so nice for you to take us out. We haven't been out in forever, have we, Larry?
No, we haven't gone nowhere.
How are you today? I'm Chad. I'm gonna be your waiter.
What
Can I
is
start you with
this?
a beer or a drink?
What am I? Okay, what am I? Never mind. I get the point.
The report details that the teens allegedly broke into an acquaintance's home around 3 o'clock in the morning, wearing ski masks, and held up an adult couple who were home with their 2 kids, demanding keys to the Ferrari and a Corvette, though they apparently only took the Ferrari because the Corvette was not at the home at the time. One teen, though they adult couple who were home with their 2 kids, demanding keys to the Ferrari and a Corvette.
Okay, so they were definitely scoping it out if they're asking for the Ferrari and the Corvette keys. And only the Corvette was at home. They were scoping you out, big dog.
Only took the Ferrari because the Corvette was not at the home at the time. One teen drove it to Florida and was caught on the license plate reader camera and found to have stopped at a Circle K gas station, used his debit card to purchase.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You steal a Ferrari from Rhode Island, drive it to wherever, and then you use your debit card with your linked to your fucking identity to buy gas for said stolen car at a place with cameras. Okay. Now you're cooking, big dog. You're cooking.
Gasoline and a beverage, and then left the gas station as the sole occupant of the Ferrari, while the other teenager was nowhere to be found. The Ferrari's high speed.
That other teen might be a lot smarter, because hopefully they never found him. Well, I mean, hopefully they find him, but like, if he played his cards right, then he would not be found.
Which can reach over 200 miles an hour, made it difficult for officers across several states to apprehend the teenage driver without risking serious bodily harm. News reports indicate the Ferrari was involved in chases out of Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, and possibly other states before this pursuit in Florida began.
Can we see some footage? Yeah. Let's see the squeeze bins. I wonder what Florida's chase rules are.
Charlie 221, it just passed at 298 southbound US 1.
Okay. Damn.
I need multiple units at US 1 and 95, and then I need probably 6 or 7 units on the interstate.
Wait, I don't want to think about this too much, but the blue is where the interstate is, and then the red is where the car is, I'm assuming.
In the area of the county line, I'll be with Malu and a couple others to make that happen. Do you have any units behind it?
You're advised southbound on Kings from Kansas Wood.
Okay.
Our air unit is en route to you right now. It's a light blue Ferrari. I believe it's involved in a home invasion robbery.
Wait, are they spike stripping it? Okay. In that case, if the police spike strip your stolen Ferrari, I mean, who pays for that? Probably the suspect, right? But like, if they're poor, are you just cucked? Does your insurance handle that? How does that work? Does anyone know? Leave a comment if you know.
He's been doubling back. He's been made it to the
I had eyes on it, and a 298 southbound, and FHP was behind it as well.
Southbound, Old King, Fleetwood, signal flow.
Southbound, Oak King from Fleetwood.
Now that the course of the pursuit has been confirmed, this officer packs up his stop sticks and jumps in his cruiser to assist on the road.
613, let's get sticks at the exits for the on-ramp. Here's one occupant.
Coming up to Palm Coast Parkway.
613, the pursuit's authorized. Have the units behind the vehicle identify themselves.
Westbound Palm Coast Parkway.
Over the ramp.
Damn.
This extremely determined officer appears to have slammed into a curb while attempting to keep up with the Ferrari. Based off the street signs and vehicle orientation shown on his body camera, it appears he hit this curb, likely avoiding civilian vehicles that blocked him in the actual lanes of the road.
Stick to Brushwood. And the Boulder Rock.
Boulder Rock, stick to Brushwood, please stick to Brushwood.
Along with our open records request, we obtained...
Wait, was this truck trying to go in front of the cop? That's crazy. Or maybe he was just getting out of the way of the Ferrari.
Along with our open records request, we obtained red light traffic camera footage.
Damn, okay, this is what I want to see.
To estimate distance over time, we estimate the Ferrari is traveling between 110 and 130 miles per hour.
We're coming up the hill there.
Okay, good estimations, I guess, but I want to see the footage. Yeah, show me that. Ooh. That truck busted a U. Wait.
Fireflight is a specific helicopter utilized in this area of Florida. It can be used for fire suppression, emergency medical transportation, search and rescue operations, and in this case, law enforcement support. The Flagler County government website sources that the helicopter has a top speed of 150 miles per hour. Notably, the Ferrari can reach over 200, though it would only win the race on unimpeded roads.
Firefight hasn't launched yet. They were getting ready. 225, we're passing Pine Lake. Yeah, we're passing Pine Lake, 225.
33 to the unit behind me, PG. We're gonna run stop 6 all the way across Belterre and Walgreens. We passed the schools, we got on traffic cameras, 50 feet away from you guys. It was probably 100 plus.
See, bro is lucky this is in Georgia. He would have already got
Flagler
flipped.
County established a real-time crime center in spring of 2020, giving officials access to live feeds of street cameras, public school surveillance systems, government buildings, and public parks. Sources indicate they've even built a database of privately owned security cameras in case officials need to access footage soon after a crime takes place. This system has invoked relief for some, while stoking fears of Big Brother in others. But in this situation, the system has proved its worth in monitoring a high-speed chase that both aerial and ground vehicles struggle to keep up with.
Since no one's right behind, we'll give updates on traffic count as we can. I want to be an updated location. Street, please. Should be heading south, coming up to Belterre Parkway and Lakeview Parkway. It has not come there yet. They had last passed Buddy Taylor Middle School, southbound Belterre. Do you have any units on US 1 if it goes that way?
Firefight is launching. Firefight is up in there.
Since he's trying to get back to the interstate, let's get sticks at 195. 226 already has it set. Let me get Boulder County 195. I've got these sticks right here at Fort Bob's. Where's he at? Make sure we got units at Lakeview and US 20 possibly went down with the wheel to head back towards Lakeview. Did he not pass the home?
Okay, so for stuff like this, how do you even like escape? Bro's so deep into Florida, like where do you go? There's cameras everywhere.
So far we have no confirmation even past Whiteview. He just went down Richard or Parkview. We're trying to review footage and see if maybe he turned. That's going to go east on Whiteview as well, back in the neighborhoods. 615 on westbound Whiteview from Whitville headed towards US 1. Can we get an ETA on Fireflight, please? It's in the air. It'll be, it looks like. 746 I came up from Belterre, 199 all the way right along. After he passed the school southbound, we just reviewed made it through the Whiteview intersection. It went to W's, down Whippoorwill, or down into Pritchard. Alright, all units that have stop sticks at major intersections just stand by until we determine what direction he's going.
Damn.
615, I went from Beltair to Whippoorwill.
This is like
Whiteview to Woodbury, and I'm
visual of the Ferrari on Beltair. The body cam footage we received begins after officers handcuffed a resident of the home who is an apparent acquaintance of the alleged Ferrari thief's cousin. It is unknown if this acquaintance was aware of the alleged criminal activity at this time. Its home. It wouldn't take long. Officers identified a known associate of the suspect who lived in the neighborhoods the Ferrari apparently.
Firefight, we copy on this channel. Somebody give firefight an update.
Thanks.
We have a name of the suspect. Logan. Unpronounceable. Sleza.
wait.
Johnson Costa.
What am I missing? Okay, I shouldn't have skipped ahead because they figured out who this kid was so fast.
Firefight, we copy you on this channel.
Chief, we're reviewing Whiteview again. He was going so fast through the school area. We just want to make sure we didn't miss him coming through Whiteview. We notified St. John's as well that we lost visual just in case. Just back northbound.
Did you see a light blue car like a Ferrari come through here? Yeah. No blue car?
Logan.
Okay.
Unpronounceable. Sleza. And Johnson Costa.
Okay. Thanks.
We have a name of the suspect. Logan.
Oh, I get you. I mean, they probably have it because of his debit card, right?
Johnson Costa.
So,
Look up the names now, see if he's local.
see?
You copies on this channel. We need some updated location.
In cases like this where he loses the cops and didn't make a dumbass mistake like using his debit card, do you think he could have gotten away if he, like, you know, dumped the Ferrari?
Firefight, we copy on this channel. Somebody give firefight an updated location if we have one.
We do not. Last seen in front of Beltair. Going on probably 12 minutes.
Did you guys see any blue Ferrari come down this way?
He was flying, man.
Yeah. He's around here somewhere, just so y'all know.
It's like a blue Ferrari.
Yeah. All right, I appreciate it.
A police report vaguely indicates that through, quote, investigative means, officers identified a known associate of the suspect who lived in the neighborhoods the
Through
Ferrari
investigative
apparently
means.
vanished in. Additionally, news reports indicate that the thermal visuals from their aerial camera showed that there was a hotspot behind the associate's home. It wouldn't take long for officers to discover that heat signature was the Ferrari itself, which the teenage suspect allegedly
Wait,
officers
what?
to camera showed that there was a hotspot behind the associate's home. It wouldn't take visuals from their apparently vanished in. Additionally, associate of the indicates that through, quote, investigative means.
Through investigative means. I mean, they already had his name. Maybe if he was already arrested for something prior, they got it through that. How else could they have linked it to him, though?
Officers identified a known associate of the suspect who lived in the neighborhoods the Ferrari apparently vanished in. Additionally, news reports indicate that the thermal visuals from their aerial camera showed that there was a hotspot behind the associate's home. It wouldn't take long for officers to discover that heat signature was the Ferrari itself, which the teenage suspect allegedly covered with a red cloth in the backyard in an attempt to hide it from authorities. The moment of apprehension wouldn't come until a few hours after officers lost visual of the Ferrari on Beltair.
Okay, so he escaped, but he literally, the dumbass fucking debit card move probably got him cucked.
We received begins after officers handcuffed a resident of the home who is an apparent acquaintance of the alleged Ferrari thief's cousin. It is unknown if this acquaintance was aware of the alleged criminal activity at this time.
Oh.
That's his.
Is there, you're saying there's somebody else in the house? Right?
While some officers question this seemingly uninvolved tenant of the home, others assist in surrounding the house in hopes to safely draw Jonathan out.
Is that the one that's in there right now?
Like, I've been literally.
Hey, do you know if there's any guns in there or anything? Do y'all have access to any weapons in there?
Ooh.
Like a BB gun in the back, that's all I know.
Okay, you don't know anything about any other guns or anything?
In the back of the house or the back of the
Any animals in there?
Two cats.
Two cats?
Where is the BB gun?
It's in the back. Where the.
Wait. I don't know how I feel about this. this is okay.
Son of him is this guy. What's the other guy's name in the house?
Jonathan?
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay, what's his intent? How come he didn't come out with you?
I don't really know too much. I was really confused when he came here. All I know is that he's my friend's cousin.
How was he acting?
And he was acting like, nervous, and he told me that he was like...
One more on the porch. White shirt, black pants.
All right, chat. So what are you guys doing if your roommate's cousin pulls up with a stolen Ferrari to your house that you guys are splitting rent on and tells you he's on the run? I feel like you got to talk to the roommate and be like, yo, like, you can't be bringing this shit to my crib. And depending on how your roommate reacts to his cousin, because I get it's family and everything, but like, brother, you're bringing a stolen Ferrari to my house? Come on. All right, let's go. And also you're bringing like cops with guns. Like, this is crazy.
Jonathan appears to follow all commands and shows no signs of resistance.
He's advising his name is Jonathan Costa. Where's Logan? He's not here. I have no idea where'd you drop him off at? He's not here. He's not in Florida. All right. Escort him back. Am I hitting drops to Rhode Island? I have no idea. We got charges all across the East Coast.
Oh no.
I shut the radio off. All right. I'm gonna turn the air on back.
You don't think there's anybody else in the house? Did you go through the house? Would you know if there was anybody else?
There's nobody else in the house.
Compared to many of the suspects that officers encounter in high-profile cases, Jonathan seems overly calm. In fact, for multiple hours, he appears to be sleeping in the back of the cruiser while officers attempt to clear the house to ensure Logan is not within.
I mean, maybe he knows he's already cooked and he doesn't really, care. Like, I mean, he didn't like murder anybody. He kind of just stole an expensive car and went on a joyride, right? I guess we'll find out if they read the charges later on.
What's that? I think he's telling the truth or not? I don't know, dude.
Hey, what's up, buddy? My name's Deputy Arnold. I'm with the Lake County Sheriff's Office.
What's going on, man?
I might talk to you about what's going on. I'm just gonna ask you some safety questions. Is there anybody else in the house?
I don't think so. My buddy's friend was there. I don't know where he
What's
went.
his name? Now listen, understand that I do know some information.
No, I understand.
So,
I'm not trying to lie to you at all. I really don't remember his name.
You're not telling me the truth.
I'm
And
not telling
listen
you the truth.
to me, buddy. Just work with me here.
I am.
There's information that I know, and I'm not talking to you. I don't care about what happened right now. I'm talking about the safety of my deputies that are going to go into that house right now.
There's
Okay?
nobody in that house that you should be afraid of or
Okay.
concerned
Well, you
for.
say
I
that,
promise you.
but I mean, is there any weapons?
I'm
in the
not
house?
dangerous. We never had a gun. We never had any guns. I don't know why.
Listen to me, like I said.
Well, hold on. I think at the beginning they said you robbed the dude with the Ferrari at gunpoint. So I don't know if that's entirely true, my man.
I'm not
sorry
saying
for
you
that.
did. I don't know. But I know that there's a kid with you, and you're describing him, and he's not matching the description that you're.
No, he's not here. He's
Where
not
is
here. He's in Rhode Island.
The kid that came out of the house first.
Yeah, that's who lives there.
And his name is.
I forget.
Listen, man, I'm not saying that. Listen, you're not.
I
getting
really,
it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure from the information, this guy who's the driver is just like the cousin of the dude, no? Not even like of like one of the guys, right? So like, if this guy is the other guy's roommate's cousin, then I mean, it makes sense how he wouldn't know his name.
I really can't
So
remember
you're
his
saying
name
there's
right now.
nobody else in the house?
No, there's not. I'm my mother's life. There's nobody
Okay, are
else
there
in
any
the
weapons
house.
in the house?
There's no weapons in the house. I don't have any weapons.
I'm not saying you specifically. I'm
I got
saying
you.
in general. Because you were with somebody else.
Yes.
So that's the person I'm interested in. Where is that person?
He's in Rhode Island. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I was gonna return that car to his other house. That's what I was going to do. I swear to God, and everything I love, I was gonna return that car to that man's other house. I swear to God. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But
You're making statements about it, so I'm just going to read you Miranda rights so that you
okay, I
understand
know.
Miranda.
I
Okay?
get you, man.
So I still got it. You have the right to remain silent. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to continue talking to me or answer any questions or make a statement at this time?
I do not, sir.
I'm sorry?
I do not, sir.
Officers enter the house to clear it. It appears Jonathan was telling the truth as Logan was nowhere to be found. Officers ensure Jonathan is comfortable throughout the search, and he appears to reciprocate the politeness every time.
Air back on.
What's up?
So is the air coming out back here
Yeah,
for you?
it's on. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Just check on he's still okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
something to say back here, man?
Yes, sir, man. All right. Thank you. Ow.
Hey, bro, real quick, what's your first name? Huh?
Jonathan Costa.
Jon.
Jon.
What's up, man? What's up? You good, right? You don't need medical attention. You're not hurt.
No, I'm good, man. Thank you.
Alright, I'm only asking because you're like talking quick. And you're like,
I'm sorry. I was like,
I mean, come on.
I know if you're sleeping, you wake up. I'm just asking to make sure you're okay. Are you seasick yet? All that?
yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
They read you Miranda, right? Are you going to talk to me or no?
Not really. I mean, what's the question, man?
It's a yes or no question. You read Miranda. You read about your rights.
Yeah.
That'll be the first time you didn't want to talk to us. But I'm giving you one more opportunity to talk to me before we go down to jail. It's a yes or no. It's simple. I'm not going to come at you. Just yes or no. Do you want to talk to me?
I'd rather have my attorney talk.
Okay, no worries. We're going to switch cars real quick. Just step out for me. Face this car.
For his case in Florida, Jonathan faced charges.
I mean, that's kind of the smart play. Bro should have never used his debit card. Okay, listen. For a disclaimer, do not do crime. Crime is bad. Cameras are everywhere, clearly, as we just saw. Don't do crime. You'll probably get caught. Cameras are everywhere. But if he never used his debit card, I feel like he would have had a much better chance here. But he was smart enough to ask for a lawyer, but not smart enough to not use his debit card to buy gas for a stolen car. Okay.
Charges for 1 count of grand theft auto and 1 count of fleeing law enforcement at high speeds with wanton disregard. After initially submitting a plea of not guilty, Jonathan submitted a nolo contendere plea in Florida, meaning he would not admit guilt, but he would agree to be charged as if he were guilty. His grand theft auto charge is listed as an announcement of no information. This is likely due to the actions of the charge stemming from another county outside of Florida, where he will face the charges at that time. His fleeing charge resulted in a 270-day jail sentence, which came with 35 days of jail credit. He is
not the worst.
Expected to be released from Flagler County Jail in April of 2025. He also must pay over
literally next month
$750 in court fines and fees. However, this is far from the end as far as consequences.
Okay, good, because I was gonna say, like, bro really got, like, what? Not even a year in jail and only $750 in fines. That's not that bad. I mean, yeah, but it's really not that bad.
Go. In Rhode Island, Jonathan's home invasion accomplice Logan is facing charges for 1 count of using a firearm while committing a crime of violence, 2 counts of conspiracy, 1 count of breaking.
This isn't... Oh, Logan is the other guy. So I guess Logan is the only one with a gun? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
And entering when resident is on premises, 1 count of first-degree robbery, 1 count of burglary, and 1 count of assault with...
All right, predictions. How long is he gonna get? Armed robbery, 2 counts of conspiracy, 1 count of B&E. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe like, what, 10 years maybe? 5 to 10 years.
A dangerous weapon in dwell.
But then again, assault with a dangerous weapon. Maybe, I don't know if I want to go 5 to 10 or 10 to 15. Let's go 5 to 10.
House. Jonathan will likely face the same charges once he is released from Florida's jail system and
Oh, so he gets out next month only to go to Rhode Island and face more charges.
Processed in Rhode Island. Currently, court records indicate that Jonathan is facing well over a dozen Rhode Island traffic violations, including driving with a suspended license for his 3rd offense, speeding by, going 133 miles an hour, overtaking on the left, overtaking on the right, aggressive driving,
they're just
driving
kind of...
with his lights when they were required,
they're just throwing the book at bro.
Control devices, disobedience to police officers, leaving the lane of travel, land, road.
Unless they're saying, oh, these are just the traffic violations on top of the other charges, though, huh?
Way violation, a charge that likely came from Jonathan passing a car in the right lane.
Damn.
Clearance for overtaking, indicating Jonathan allegedly passed a vehicle in a 2-lane road going towards oncoming traffic. Use of breakdown lane for travel, following too closely to the vehicles in front of him. Failure to use his turn signal, failure to maintain reasonable and prudent speeds, and driving in conditions that required reduced speeds, likely because it was raining during the chase in Rhode Island. More are likely to come from Connecticut, New York, and possibly other states along the East Coast. This isn't the beginning of Jonathan's New York. Maintain following in a 2 in the right lane, clearance way via devices, disobedience to police.
Yeah,
in
that's
a
good.
lane for failure to maintain reasonable and prudent speeds and Island. More are likely to come from Connecticut, New York, and possibly other states along the East Coast. This isn't the beginning of Jonathan's criminal record, as he also faced previous charges for firing a gun in a compact area, simple assault or battery, and reckless driving in Rhode Island. For all cases involved in this video, every suspect is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Regarding the entirety of the situation, Cranston Police Major Todd Padalano said, "This was a difficult case in order to apprehend the suspects because of their reckless disregard and dangerous high speeds over 130 miles per hour to evade capture, putting all law enforcement and the innocent motoring public at risk, along with being armed and dangerous."
Hey, true. Don't do crime. Crime is very bad. Okay. They didn't really tell us how much he got, but if you guys know any additional information, please let me know. I'm very curious to see how much he actually ended up getting. I genuinely think 5 to 10 is probably around the amount, but who knows? Thank you again for watching. Drop a like, drop a sub, and peace.